We're getting it going big for the world slowly. YouTube's acting slow. Hold on 1 second. We're getting it going. There it is. What's going on, Bigfoot World? Another Friday Night Live. I know you guys are ready to kick my ass already. I got thousands and thousands of messages. What happened? What'd you see? What's going on, Jeff? Are you alive? Everything's good, guys. But I'm gonna start off with that cave is nothing to mess with, man. That it scared the shit out of me, as you guys seen. And I guess we'll wait a couple of minutes before we talk about that cave because it's an interesting story and it scared the shit out of me. It definitely scared the shit out of me. But first thing first, guys, thumbs up. Can you guys hear me, see me? We got a good picture. Hopefully, YouTube didn't put no commercials on this shit. But let me know, guys. Good to see everybody on here already, jumping on. I think it's gonna be a good night, guys. It's gonna be a pretty fun night. Oh no, even though I only had 2 videos this week, I had a pretty good week. Oh no, I feel a little bit better about myself. Thanks, guys, for letting me know you guys can hear and see me. And what? See, thanks, Snoop. Guys, we got a few things to talk about. I want to talk about the shirts first. The guy called me yesterday. He's supposed to call me today so I could pay for them. The shirts are going to be here soon. I think instead of waiting until January, once they get here, I'm just going to go ahead and put them up. Next Friday, I will have a P.O. box for you guys for if you want to send fan mail for the fan wall. That's definitely will get posted up there. And I hear you, Damien. Richard, what's going on, Richard? The K video was too scary to watch. Man, you should try being there. We'll get into it, guys. We'll get into it. But that whole video, I had them. There was a couple of them following me the whole trip in there. There was one coming in from up on the high top, and there was one coming in from the low, and they kept every time I was walking in toward the cave, you could hear them crunching behind me, or they'll start making noises up on top. It was just it was messed up the whole way through there. You're getting a shirt. Oh, these shirts are gonna be nice. Wait till you see them. I can't wait to show you guys these shirts. They are definitely nice. But I went in there, man. I started heading up to the cave, and I got into the backside. I put the peanut butter in there, which I don't even want to go see if it got it. I don't even really want to go back to this cave. But I went in there. I came around to the front side, and I went down in. And as I'm going in, I'm looking at the bones and everything. And I'm in the back corner, back in there behind the bones. There's a mound of dirt, like a bird's nest almost, and it wraps around in the back. And while I'm sitting in there, I was trying to like twist around so I can get a better angle and shine the light up over top of that mound to see what's behind that mound. That's what I was basically doing. And as I was doing that, I hit the top of my head, and I'm standing there and I'm rubbing my head like, ow, ow. And all of a sudden I hear, well, get out. I heard this little tiny girl's voice say, well, get out then. And I look back at that mound where it came from, and I see these eye shines and the dirt mound like pushed over. And now I know a lot of the new millennials never felt this, but you know that feeling, the older people know what I'm talking about. You know that feeling when you're about to get your ass whooped and you know it's coming and you see the belt coming and you're like, no, I'm sorry. I won't do it again. I won't do it again. That's the feeling that I had. I had the feeling like when I seen them eyes, I looked over and I seen them eyes and the dirt fall over like it's coming at me, I'm like, no, I'm sorry. I won't do it again. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And I just ran. I ran straight. I ran the whole way to the Jeep, man. I never stopped. I never looked back. I don't even want to go back. I don't know what it was. If it was live, if it was paranormal, I couldn't tell you because that just, man, listen, that cave, I will never go back alone. I will never go back to that cave by myself. That was a stupid thing to do to even go in there by myself. It just, it wasn't good. There's nothing good in that cave. The bones in there, the clothes, the shredded up clothes that's around the bones. I mean, that place is, I'll never go back there by myself, nor will I take my kids there. The phones, I hate phones sometimes. But that trip was scary. It freaked me out. I thought it was gonna beat my ass. That's the feeling that I instantly got. I bumped my head. I had that knot up there, and as soon as I looked down, well, no, as I'm rubbing my head, like, oh, that should hurt. It said, well, get out. And man, when I looked over to see what the hell, I looked to see what it was for like a split second, and I seen the amount of dirt fall down over, and I seen eyes, like moving eyes, blinking and everything. Like, oh my God, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Like I was begging for my life. You guys, it was nuts. That shit was frightening, frightening. You guys watched all my videos. You never see me run any out of anything or anywhere like that, except with exception of the bats. With exception of the bats and spiders. That freaked me out, man. That was a nightmare. I still think about it. I think about it at work. I think about it 24/7. Like, what was that? It sounded like a little baby girl saying, well, get out there. I tried to listen like a million times on the video and it didn't pick it up, but it was like right there in my face to my right. It's like, we'll get, like, if you don't like it, we'll get out then. It's like she was saying it, and it's like, man, that shit was freaky. That was freaky. But guys, it's good to see everybody in here, man. Definitely hit that like button. I see I got 4 haters in the house. Keep watching, guys. Keep watching because there's some nutty shit out there. I'm just gonna have to get Fred in there. Never run. What you mean? That's the only thing I could think of. I would. Bad part coming up out of there. There's a big rock garden mound up that I had to run over. So it didn't really look like I was running, but I was running. I was running. Once I got up at the top, where it flattened off, I said, all right, guys. I hit the camera off and I bolted. My heart was pounding out my chest by the time I made it to the Jeep. That was frightening. That was so frightening. Guys, I seen a ghost soldier a month ago or 2 months ago come out of a rock, and I didn't run. I sat down and cried, but I didn't run. This made me haul ass. Like it was about to beat my ass. Like it had a belt and it was coming after me. So that's something I'm not going back there by myself. You will not see me back at that place by myself at all. I see everybody's in here. What's going on, Mom? I was getting thousands and thousands of messages. There was no way I was answering everybody. I said, we'll talk about this Friday. We talk about it Friday. A child needs rescued. Maybe I need a rescue. I'm not going back in there. Whatever's in there, that's good. It can stay in there. If I have about 5, 6 people where I know at least one's getting out to come back and get revenge, I'm not. I'm not going back. I'm definitely not going back. Not by myself. How much weed I smoke? Shit, not enough. Not enough. Because I still ran like a bitch. Log out a bigfoot. I know you did. Everybody did. I mean, there was my phone's blown up. It got to the point where I had to leave my phone at the house. It like it's still going off, and I'm on here telling you guys like what really happened, and my phone's still going off for it. I know I should have did a follow-up video. I should have definitely did a follow-up video, but I just man, that shit was crazy. Long Island Bigfoot. Thanks for joining the fam, guys. Was it bigger? It was dark in there. I just seen eyes about this far apart, and they like cocked sideways and blinked, and then the dirt mounted. It happened in seconds. Everything happened was like 3 seconds. It happened so fast because I went to shift so I can see that mound, and I think it could read my mind. Like it knew what I was trying. Like it knew my tent. Like I was trying to look over that mound to see what was up in there. And when I was trying to shift around to see, my head hit the top of the cave, and it hurt like hell. So I started rubbing it, and well, that's when it said, "Well, get out then." And I looked over, and the mound of dirt like pushed over. It pushed over toward me, like it was coming out. And then I seen the eyes cock sideways and blink. And oh, that's all I took. That's it. I was done. I was gone. And I felt like it was about to beat my ass. And the only thing I'm sorry, I won't do it again. I'm sorry. I couldn't stay there, man. I was done. I felt like a little kid about to get his ass whipped. And I never felt like that before in the woods. But if you notice, the whole time going in there, walking up into that part, it was dead silent. There was no birds, no crickets, no nothing. The Golden Crew. That's what's up, Long Island Bigfoot, man. That's what's up. That's what's up. I already told you guys about the P.O. box. I'm looking at my notes if you wonder what I'm doing, but I told you guys next week, or maybe even in my next video coming up here Monday, I'll put the P.O. box up in the video on the next one, so you guys can have it. But other than that, guys, this week I've been pretty much focused on my job because there's a lot coming up with it. I have classes, manager classes I've been taking, and by the time I work all night, take a couple classes in the morning, and I'm crashing out, man. I'm out. But I'm getting to this little routine, this little system I'm trying to figure out. Whoever said operation manager shit is easy, shit, they should have let me try it out before I signed on for that job, that position. They should have. Hey, can we date for a little while before we seal the deal, before we get married and shit? Because management is not easy. It's definitely, if you're up for a challenge, that's definitely a challenge out this world, man. Because I felt illiterate at some points in this class. Like, what are they talking about? ICs, OCs, LCs. It's like, what are we seeing? But I'm getting it, guys. I'm getting it, and I'll be back out into the woods this weekend. These next 2 days I'm off, so I'll be out there. Do I regret it? It's a challenge. I'll tell you that. It's definitely a challenge. I don't regret it because the benefits are out this world. The raise was beyond, probably one of the biggest raises I've ever got in my life. Other than that, but the task that's at hand is far more than what I expected, because just a quick rundown of it. There's a lot of paperwork involved. There's a lot. There's a lot of them employees I work with for like a long period of time. Over the years, you become close friends with them, and then you have to turn around and write them up, and it's hard, or even terminate them. That's another hard part of that job. There's a lot of fine print that they don't tell you with that job. I got coffee stains I see on, but it is what it is. but I'm catching on slowly, slowly. I'm getting it. I'm behind on some shit, kinda. Something bad happened to me today. All my paper, I got this clipboard that opens up. All my paperwork was inside. I got up to go to work, man. I mean, my write-ups, everything, my passwords, everything. So I got like 3 bags that I carry plus the clipboard when I leave here to go to my work. And I picked up everything. I'm headed out the door. I locked the door and I'm headed to the car. And to unlock the car, I don't got one of them. It's an older Jeep, so it ain't got an electric unlock or lock. So I gotta stick the key in the door to unlock it. I set the clipboard up on top of the car to unlock the damn car, and I threw my bag in there and my lunch bag, and I jumped in the car, not thinking, left the clipboard up there, and I pulled out onto the highway, head to work. Didn't even hear it hit the road. I get all the way to work, man, and I realize I ain't got my clipboard. So I'm thinking that I set the clipboard down on my porch so I can lock my door on my porch, my deadbolt. So I called Jeffrey, and which I already told you guys, Jeff's working down there now. So I called him up. Hey, man, you're on your way to work. Stop by the house, grab my clipboard off the porch, and bring it to work, man. I need it. All my write-ups is in there. I need my passwords. I need that clipboard. Bring it. Thanks for joining the family, see. But I'm in there waiting for him in the office, waiting for him to bring my clipboard to me so I can start my paperwork before my shift. And he never shows up. I don't see him. It's like, damn, did he get in a car wreck? Did he hit a deer? Did he get pulled over? I mean, I'm thinking the worst. Where's Jeff at? I need my clipboard. Is he hurt? So I'm in FedEx. Nobody's allowed to have no phones, and I hope my boss ain't watching right now. But I have my phone on my pocket. I forgot to leave it in the Jeep, and I'm texting him like, "Where you at?" He's not responding. He's not answering. I sneak into a truck. I'm FaceTiming like, "Answer the phone, man. What's going on?" I'm freaking out. I'm thinking the worst. You know what I mean? And he never even answered me. So I start calling Can, his girlfriend. I'm messaging her like, "Did you hear from Jeff? Did he go home? What is he all right? What's going on?" So I start texting his mom. "What's going on? Did you hear from Jeff? Get a hold of him. I'm gonna have to leave work and see where he's at." And then I'm hearing people coming in, the drivers coming in, talking about there's a wreck at the bottom of the hill. There's 5 trucks are held up. I'm thinking, man, this is all bad. It's like 2 hours into the shift now. Still ain't hear from Jeff. And then finally, I get on the radio and I asked the manager on that belt that he's on. I said, "Hey, man, is Junior over there?" And he said, "Yeah, he's over here." I said, "He still never gave me my clipboard." And that took a lot off of me, but the prick should have said something, told me that he was there. He passes my belt going to his belt. So he was good, and I wanted to choke him out on site, on job site. You guys know how that is when you think your kid's been in a car wreck. That's terrifying, man. And to even have him out there driving that time of night going into work, that's like a lot of stress on me. He needs it, and he got a left foot. He needs to learn how to slow the shit down. But I was definitely bugging. And I want to give a shout out to Mike Colantino. I know I'm saying his last name wrong, but he sent a drone. It's coming in the mail. I got the tracking number for it. So hopefully in the next couple of videos we'll have some drone footage of that new forest. I want to get up there and send him up. As soon as that thing starts acting up, I'm gonna send that drone up on him, sick it straight on him. I can't wait for that. So we're gonna have some drone footage coming up on these next couple of videos. Thanks to Mike. I appreciate that for sure, man. On PayPal, I want to give a shout out to Geneva Bernard. Again, thanks, Geneva. Every time I turn around, man, I see your name up there. But I definitely appreciate you helping us out. Definitely appreciate it. Definitely. And that's the end of my notes. So for here on now, we're gonna sit and have some fun and just BS like we always do, guys. That's what this channel's about, man. Just sitting around on a Friday night, staying out of trouble, and just having fun. But I definitely appreciate that, Mike, man, because we're gonna put that to work. Definitely, definitely put that to work. I see you, Caroline. No, yeah, I just ended on that note. Back to the clipboard. On the way home from work, right after all that shit with Jeff and my clipboard, I realized that I left it on the roof on 119. All my paperwork is going down the highway. I have to pull over on this alley, and I'm walking up and down this highway, this 2-lane highway, picking up my paperwork. This is my these this is my write-ups. These are my passwords. These are my notes. This is like all my important work right here that I picked up off the highway. My clipboard is in like a million pieces, man. This is how my day was. So I said, you know what, F it. I came home. I just went straight to. I didn't even eat breakfast. I didn't none of that. I didn't make no phone calls. I didn't write home to nobody. I went straight to bed, man. I just laid it down. I'm done with it. Today is done. It's over. It was a hard ass day today. It's like, and I didn't even get started yet. It didn't even get daylight yet, and I got to deal with this shit. How's my haunted house been lately? Man, I've been so busy. I've been too busy to even pay attention, to even care. It long. See, lo, see, why you had to say something? I'm freaking myself out. I don't know, but I ain't been paying attention to the shit. Put a magnet on the back of the right. That's what I should have did. That's a good idea, actually. Yeah, Barry is an operation manager, man. It's not easy. Cookie's here, pay it forward, hanging out. She here somewhere. That's probably what I'm hearing in there. You have no idea the ghost are active. I see shadows all the time, but I'm trying not to even pay no mind because the more you react to it, the worse it gets. Thanks, Lillian. Hey, Cook, everybody want to see you, puppies. So now I gotta figure out how I gotta get a new clipboard. What am I gonna do with my notes? I gotta rewrite all my notes. How do I get new write-ups? I gotta start these write-ups all over again. It's like, man, ask Jesus to make a leave. You think I didn't already? Don't look now, but there's a squash behind you. I hear you. Thanks, Long Island Bigfoot. I definitely appreciate that, guys. I see tons of stuff in my home. Right? That's pretty much what I've been doing, Paradox. Treating them like they're roommates. Now, the main thing that freaks me out, and it don't matter if I'm in the other room laying on the bed looking out or sitting here at the desk looking out, I always see it no matter what. And you'll see it. I got it on Friday, on a couple of Friday Night Lives, but you'll see a black mass come from my right to left. It goes from the bathroom down to the steps, and it's quick. Quick. I seen it out my peripheral. I seen it head on a couple times. I mean, I see it. It's definitely there. Oh, I hit this bag. I hit my bag of notes, and it freaked me the f out. I'm done talking about it. I'm done talking about that shit. You see eyes in my clothes basket? Yeah, don't say that shit. I was supposed to make it to the laundromat today, and that's as far as I made it. I came home. That was my plans. I pulled my clothes out. I put everything in there, got it ready. I even got the dish detergent setting out there. It's like, you know what? I'll do the clothes tomorrow. I'll do them tomorrow, or maybe I'll wake up in time that I'll run down and I'll do them. It sucks. It sucks when you gotta go to a laundromat because you ain't got no washer and dryer hookups in your apartment. It sucks. Coming in from stealing souls. Right, Tim? I hear you. That's why I try to ignore it as much as I can. And now it takes shit. It moves shit around. It don't really take it. It'll like my lighter is his favorite thing to take. It'll. I always leave my lighters on the desk or in the living room on the table. There's only like three places. Every room got its own spot for where I set my lighter at. And when I'm in here, it'll be like right there in front of me, and it always disappears. I walk around everywhere looking for it, and it'll be on the bathroom in the back of the sink, or it'll be in a random place that I would never set it. It's like it's trying to make me think that I'm going crazy. It plays with me a lot. But yeah, that laundromat shit, it sucks. I gotta do that shit. I'll do it in the morning. That's what I say too. Pay it forward, looking for attention. I I try to just leave it go. And Cookie, where you at? This is the smartest dog and the laziest dog anymore. She don't want to do nothing. I try to take her outside the play. She don't even want to do that. She just want to lay around and eat. It's like she getting old. She's only 5. Hey, Cook. See, that happens there. That something's always gonna come inside when you do what you do. It's just part of the game. It's what it seemed like, man. That's definitely what it seemed like. And it seemed like these last 2 years, it's been getting out there in the woods. There she is. I seen something move in the camera. It's like, oh shit, here we go. But there's Cook. Cook, they want to see you, puppies. They was wondering where you was. You want to see him? Was you sleeping, puppies? Come here. They want to see you. He's just well over. He's so pretty. What are you yelping for? Here's the puppies. They wanted to see you, puppies. They miss you too. They said you were sleeping. Was you asleep? Why are you looking at me like that? Huh? They wanted to see you, not me. Look, that's you right there. You see? That's you on TV. What you think about that shit? You heard it too? Try to ignore it. Don't pay it no mind. Pay it, watch that. You want to go get it? What is it? Come on, let's go get it. Go get it. What? Go get it. Don't get me, get it. You always want to bite me. Go away. She's nuts. Going back anytime soon? Not to the cave, not by myself. You must be crazy. But Cookie's cool. Cookie looks like a bat when her ear stands up. It's funny. She's been seeing stuff. I see her just staring off in the night, sitting on the bottom of my bed or whatever, looking out, just watching. Like she's hearing shit out there. That's what freaks me out when she gets freaked out. Right, Deborah, Lisa? The dog just staring at Cookie. It's like it was the first time she seen herself on TV. She didn't know what to think of it. I don't think they do. She seemed to be pretty cool. I don't think they mess with her. What happened when you ran out of the forest? Sasquatch Omega. You didn't watch it? I apologize. I thought I was about to get my ass whooped, Geneva. I thought that he's coming with the belt, man. That's what I feel. That's the only thing I could feel like I'm about to get my ass whooped, like I messed up, and it's coming fast. Only thing I couldn't get away fast enough. I swear I couldn't. My feet wasn't moving quick enough. I was out of there fast. I shut the camera off and just the whole way full speed to my Jeep. And I looked back maybe twice to see if it was chasing me. That scared the shit out of me. I think me and a couple of people gonna go down and look at them bones a little bit better. But I'm not going there by myself. Now that it's cold out, them spiders, the black widows that was in there, they should be pretty much gone by now. Hopefully. I have no idea I couldn't tell you if it was alive, if it was paranormal. I couldn't tell you, but it sounded like a little girl, like a baby girl, saying, "Well, just get out, or just leave," or something like that, something along them lines. And it was like right there to my right, as I was saying, "Ow," rubbing my head. And when I looked over that mound, it pushed over, and I seen the eyes of, oh no, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Like it's about to beat my ass. Like my mom was about to light my ass up. I felt like a little kid, man. That was so terrifying. That was the fastest I've ever ran out of there. Did anyone else see the eye shine? I seen the eye shine when I was in there. When I was already down in the cave. After it said it, I looked over and the mountain pushed over, and then I seen the eyes like cock sideways and blink. It's like, oh my God, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. That's the only thing I could think of. I wasn't even thinking of that. It just came out. 5 thumbs down. Let me get a 6. Let me hit it so we have 6. All right, we got 6. 6 thumbs down, man. Do you think that shit pissing me off because you hit the thumbs down button? It's all good. It was a giant talking spider. It seemed lately I've been seeing some crazy shit out in these woods. Right. I hear you, Mom. That was an experience for sure. That was definitely an experience. Right, Lillian? We have fun here, man. That's what it's all about. Having fun. I try to have fun out in the woods, but lately they've been giving me a hard time with it. You're the second thumbs down. That's what's up. Right, I don't really even care about that. Shit, I go out there and put my life on the line all the time. Not, I mean, majority of it's for you guys, but a lot of it's like my obsession of my experiences that I have with them. Because I've had some crazy, crazy ass experiences with them. Crazy. And it seemed like the paranormal coincides right with them, or rather, the forest is haunted and they're living with, like I am, with the ghost side by side with them, or what. But it seemed like the paranormal ghosts side by side, parallel with the Sasquatch out there in that forest. It's like they work as a team, man. Sometimes it's eerie at points. And this last time, it scared the shit out of me. That's why that's another reason why I didn't. There's only 2 videos. There should have been a lot more videos this week, but I was done after that. After that, my hiking was over that day. I was done after that. But I will be out there. I mean, it didn't scare me completely from the woods like Jeff and Mike. Jeff and Mike probably it's going. I'm gonna have to drag them to the woods to get them to go. Other than that, I'm gonna have to get this, or it's gonna keep dinging. Sorry, guys. And she probably watching bad part. Watch this. Watch this. He gonna answer it. I know how you guys did it. He gonna stop his life just to answer that. They wanted my smoke. I didn't have nothing on me. They wanted to beat my ass. I felt like they was about to take a belt and just whip my ass. I was gone. I knew it was coming. I was just waiting for it. As I'm running up over that rock garden, that's how I was just waiting for it. I was waiting for it to grab me. Like it got me. That's how it was intense, man. It was so intense. My heart was pounding out my chest. My legs wasn't working. They stopped for a minute. I wanted to leave 2 seconds sooner, but my legs wasn't responding fast enough. They just kept sitting there. It's like, are you going to go, man? You can't see this shit. I'm about to get ripped in here, and you just standing there. I was talking to my legs like they was a whole different entity and shit. I'm not going back there by myself. That's all there is to it on that one. It's not happening at all. Damn, there goes my voice. It was good last week. If you guys checked out my Facebook page, Into the Woods with Jeff, man, hold on. Before I even tell you the story, let me see his. I want to see his name, so you guys know what I'm looking out for. But there's a video on that page, man. You guys got to check out. He went out there. Long Island Bigfoot strikes again. He keeps striking, man. He keeps striking. I appreciate that for sure. But this guy put this video up. I cannot remember his name. He was out camping in the forest, in this open area in the forest, and all night long, these Bigfoots kept whooping. I watched this video like 6 times, and I got the feeling like the tribe either lost. I felt like they was trying to knock, and they was like trying to call out to another Sasquatch that came up missing, and he's not responding back. Like they would knock on a tree, and maybe they didn't get no response back, and they kept doing this all night long, 4 or 5 hours throughout the night, and then the next morning, the dudes out there filming, and they're still doing it. They're still going back and forth trying to. I don't know if they're trying to find a lost Bigfoot, lost tribe member, or I mean, like literally out lost, or one died, or they're mourning one. But something's going on to where they're making that kind of racket that long. I mean, it got intense, and he's walking around trying to collect the SD cards from his deer cans before he gets out of there. He wants to leave, but he don't want to leave without the SD cards. And at the end, he's got the clips of what the SD cards captured, or the deer cams captured. It's crazy. It's crazy. You definitely got to check out. I think he even got a squatch at the end of it. That squatch was walking or peeking out behind a tree, and they captured him on the deer cam. But they were screaming all around him, making the craziest sounds, blasting on trees. It's an intense video. It's on my Facebook page, Into the Woods with Jeff. Check it out. And I keep trying to put my password in there, but it's like I can't think today. It's been one of them days. It's definitely been a trying day today, man. It was testing. it was testing, and at the end of the day, I stuck it out at work. Jeff's all right, man, and I made it home. So I guess it was a good day at the end of the day. All right, I finally got in there. I'll find it for you guys. That video was definitely you guys definitely gotta check it out. It's worth watching. You don't see too many videos with that kind of activity. It's hard to get activity out of them kind of sounds out of them. It's crazy. It's cold out in Missouri. The weather's changing here too, but I like the cold, man. When I'm out there, I definitely do. Etri, thanks, man. I said and looked at your name for like 20 seconds. Like, do I even want to attempt this one? Do I even? But guys, between you guys' names and FedEx, you guys keep me on my feet. But I'm gonna make an attempt at it. If I pronounce it wrong, I'm sorry. But Etri Terry, I definitely appreciate that, man. I should know by now. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Am I going to approve post on Facebook? I know I've been behind on that too, and they're all approved as of about 2 hours ago. They're all approved. All right, I'm on there now. It finally loaded up. I'm gonna find it. My laptop's moving slow because I'm live. And he really didn't. He really didn't know what it was that he was hearing. He didn't really. I don't think he knew really the fully what was going on around him. Other than there's something out there screaming and throwing shit and crashing shit. It's just like he was illiterate to the Bigfoot world, but he knew there was something out there going on around him, and that's what made it even more authentic, man. It definitely is an interesting video. You guys gotta check it out. It's damn. I just seen it this morning. I know I'm getting close though. Oh wow. Denise Fletcher, I just seen, even though I proved it, I just seen that Bigfoot standing right there looking at me. That's crazy. It's on the video. Someone stole a government cam, but that's on the pictures on the Facebook page, Into the Woods with Jeff, if you guys want to check it out, by Denise Fletcher. She found it on that video. Oh, I see you on here, Long Island Bigfoot, with your videos. I seen them this morning too. I was checking them out. That live stream. This sucks. You know, well, always when you want something, when you want to find something, always. And when you don't want to find it, it's right there. No Friday Night Live tonight. We on live. We're going live. I rarely ever miss a Friday Night Live. If I do, it's because something really came up. I think I'm getting close. I'm not going to waste you guys' time of me looking for this. And I know you're sitting there saying, well, if you can't find it, how you think I'm going to find it? I should have clicked on videos. But go on my Into the Woods with Jeff page on Facebook and just click on the video part of it, and you'll see it. It's like one of the top three videos up there. You can't miss that. That was an interesting video. What's going on, Bob G? And I seen Gene GG's in the house. Gene Graham's in the house. That's what's up, man. Good to see you still hanging out with us. Right, Geneva? I see you up there. And definitely, Geneva, thanks for hitting that PayPal up. I definitely appreciate that, man. It's Kenneth Capsey. Oh, okay. Thanks, Lisa. Lisa just found it. It's his name. The video. It's under Kenneth Capsey. Definitely check that out, man. That shit's crazy. Watch the few following you. Oh, I do. You think I don't in that? And in that, what you mean by that? What your you screaming at me on here? 25%. Has Vince been on here? I don't know. Are you on here, Vince? Where you at, man? I don't think I seen him yet. I look so happy. I'm all right, man. I'm comfortable. Yeah, you're right in that, man. That scared the life out of me. I got some gray hairs over that shit. It's like I lost about 10 years of my life. I thought my life was over. Damn, you're right, Lillian. Actually, just come on over, send a membership, and as soon as the live stream's over, I will get you in there. I will add you in there. I know that Vince is doing great, but not on. Oh, okay. That's cool. As long as he's doing all right out there. She going to poke him with the magic wand. That's funny. Did I just pick my nose on live TV? Because this live stream lags, and I look down and I see myself like I was scratching my nose, but it looked like I picked my nose. I really didn't pick my nose, guys. You ain't catch me picking my nose. But I hear you, Lord. Man, that was definitely experience. Oh, you seen the face? I didn't see I just seen the eyes, man. That's all I needed to see. I didn't even need to see that. That voice alone, I was already ready to go when I heard the voice. I was out. I was gone out of there. I should make the Facebook page group from private to open, but every time I make it open page, it's just too much BS on there. That's why it's a private group right now. But come on over. I pretty much know most of you guys on there. I'll get you in there if you ain't already a member. Geneva, I've been more than busy, man, with classes and work. But this weekend I'm off. I got 2 days off. There will be some videos coming this weekend. What's the name of the group? It's Into the Woods with Jeff on Facebook. Just send over a membership. I'll add you guys in there. Long Island Bigfoot got a couple on here. I got some live streams on here from him. He got a few pictures from him going out there. He got a little thing going on out there. Some of us don't do Facebook. I mean, you might want to do it for like 10 minutes to check out that video. It's definitely a video worth watching. It's intense. The last video I heard like that was what Les Stroud, he has some activity going on like that. Rio, he has some crazy shit going on like that. I mean, there's only a few people that got the experience that kind of that intense of them that how they act when the Bigfoot are in rare form, and that only them three got to experience some shit like that. Yeah, I heard about you getting a shout out on there, Mom, last week. He told me about that shit. That's cool. Oh, Lily, your tablet's dying. And I got you, Lily. And you guys have a good night. For the ones that's tapping out and going to bed early, tobacco can save you. Man, my feet can save me. Pay it forward. I'm gonna haul ass out of there every chance I got to. You have a dog man behind your house. I think you should move. Dogman is they're nothing to mess with. They're not nice. There's nothing good about them. There's their attentions and their reactions is just like a wolf, and there's nothing nice about them. They're predators, and these are super predators. I've had a story, and I've told a story on a couple of Friday Night Lives ago about the Dogman, and they're not nice, man. They're nothing to mess with. And if you got them in your backyard, my advice to you is move or reinforce the shit out your house. You have a good night, Lillian. I see you, cat. You had to borrow a phone to get on tonight. Hey, man, that means a lot. I mean, I'm gonna keep on giving them the peanut butter. I'm gonna keep every other time I go out there, I'm gonna grab a jar of peanut butter and just leave it out there for them. But I think this week here, I'm gonna take a trip. I want to go two places. I want to go to the New Forest on one day off, and on my next day off, I want to go see if I can get a couple of people and help me go out there and see if we can track down 5 or 6 jars of peanut butter throughout them woods. Like do a police patrol throughout there, spread out a little bit, and just walk through there, see if we can find them laying somewhere back in or something. But I want to go do a little search, see if I can find them. You have all that, and they're still coming up. Hey, that's not good. That means they're getting used to shit, and I wouldn't mess with them. I definitely wouldn't mess with them. That's a crazy ass story. It almost makes me want to take a trip down there, but I don't play with dogmen at all. I stay away from them. My only advice I got for them dogmen, if you got dogmen in your backyard, I would move. I would definitely move. I don't know why they didn't take them apples, Geneva. I don't know if it's because I didn't take the seal off. If you notice, the red seal still wrapped around them. Maybe because I didn't take that off. They're like them wax apples. Maybe they don't like them kind of apples. I don't know. Did you eat your peanut butter and hide the empty jars? No, that's a good idea though. But it seemed like there was about 5 or 6 jars. It seemed like they took them all except for that one they ate the half a jar. They half his jar, threw it off, and took the rest with him. What about a big ugly dog? They would kill it. They would kill the dog. You're just wasting a life because you put a dog out there in the backyard, they're going to kill the dog. Yeah, they might let you know when they're around. That's the dog's way of saying, let me in. Come out here, let me in. You got me chained out here, and these dudes about to tear my ass up. But I don't know. I don't know if the Bigfoot mess with them or not. Mess with your dog. I've heard stories where they've come up missing off the leash and shit. You need an elephant on acid. A 10-foot fence, and they'll step right over it like it ain't shit. They can climb. Yeah, man, they run up trees like they're walking on ground. They, they are primitive. I mean, they got human side, but they got a primitive side too, and they climb very well. They'll be a few 100 pounds and climbing up little tiny trees straight up them and just tree to tree with it. I've caught them on film doing that. I hear you, God's child. They're watching it. That's cool. But do they ever mess with the chickens at night after he locks them up? Did they ever come out and just mess with them? Or did you ever have any chickens come up missing? I'm gonna quit sitting sideways. It's making me want to look back there more. It's dream, yeah, right, Kim. It's been a long day. It's been a long day, man. I'm really glad this day is over, Kim. I really am. Well, it's not over yet because I'm still here talking to you guys, but it's over. Once this live stream's over, guys, I'm going to get right back in the bed. I'm done with today. I'll deal with this shit tomorrow. Mike's always lifting weights. That's what he lives for. Every day I see him, every time I see him, he's getting bigger, man. He's big. He's gotten big. I got something planned. There's something coming up. I'm gonna go ahead and film it and put it up on the Bigfoot channel, even though it don't pertain to Bigfoot. But I'm gonna get all the like Jeff, Mike, all the kids are gonna get together and we're gonna go do something for Halloween. Like one of them is there's a it's the what is it, West Virginia Penitentiary Sane Asylum. We're gonna go do a lockdown in there here at the end of this month, next week, I think next Friday, we're going to do that, and I'm going to film it. And I think we're going to do one other thing with all the kids. We're going to go do like a haunted house somewhere. I'll probably film, but like next week, we're going to go do that with West Virginia Penitentiary Sane Asylum. It's been closed down for a long time. I want to get out there and film that shit. That's gonna be crazy. They lock us down in the cell for a few hours and shit. It's gonna be interesting. Definitely gonna be interesting. I'll film all that shit. And when I get scared, guys, we're locked down in there. There's no way to get out of there. I live in one, right, Barry? That's the link. Is that the link to my group? It's definitely gonna be a different experience. going to something like that. Okay, Frog Man, I see you, man. I definitely appreciate that. Scare each other all night. Pay it forward out there. You don't even got to do that. That place will do it all on its own. I seen some videos of that place. It's crazy. So you and Fred can go to the Bum Cave. It's on my list. I'm definitely gonna get in there. Just not by myself. Just not by myself. Even if it's just me and Fred, I'm definitely going to be there. You send a request to join, I will get you in there. Watching all the way from the Philippines. That's what's up. That means a lot. That's what's good about this. I'm glad I did start this Friday Night Live because you get to experience everybody's experiences around the world, whether it's Australia, the UK, here in Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Maryland, Missouri. I mean, just all walks of life from everywhere, and we get to share our stories and experiences that we've had in the past, and that's something that's priceless, guys. That I'm glad I started this. This definitely is. It's priceless. You just can't get that anywhere. You really can't. The thing is, they're all over the world. They really are. They really are. It's hard to tell, Darren. It's hard to tell. Fred just had his baby. He had a little Freddie. So he's got some things going on with him. He's pretty much building his little nest up. So it's going to be a minute. I think I'm going to get him to take a break and get out there for a day. All right, I'm approving all you guys. Nah, Mom, I ain't really been watching Bigfoot Odyssey lately. I've been tired. I ain't been really able to watch too much of anybody lately. It's been one of them weeks. Right, Caroline? That's what I said. Maybe that'll settle his ass down. Have a little Fred running around. You're in the UK. Yeah, they're out there. They're definitely out there. Where am I going, Lisa? Where you want me to go? Some of us have live chats after the show. If you want to join, add me on Facebook. That's a hard question, Keith. That's a good question. Is there different types of species of Bigfoot? That's definitely a hard question, and I have no idea. But the ones that I've seen, like Sheila's World, they're more human. They have no hair on their face, but hair everywhere else. They're definitely. I think so. I think there's different breeds, different species of them. Just like there's different species of us, different breeds of us. But it from Bigfoot land, where they're all covered with hair, more apish like, to where Sheila's world is more human like. So there is a big difference there. There definitely is. I say so. But that definitely was a hard question. I had to think about that one. Right there. You're right about that. Asian Bigfoot. That would be funny to see one. Wonder that is something to think about paying forward. It definitely is. One I just wonder if The more human, the more social. You saw the smoke coming out of my ear. I was just reading everybody's comments, man. I'm sorry for the silent treatment. I really wasn't trying to give you guys the silent treatment like that. You have at least one white one in Bigfoot land. There's definitely a white one in there. I've got thousands and thousands of pictures of him. You guys got thousands and thousands of pictures of him. There's a white one there. He sticks out like a sore thumb, but he seems to hide for being solid white like that. He seems to hide very well in the green, but at the same time, he sticks out like you would believe. Once you see him, you see him. You can't unsee him, but he does hide very well. It's like he only moves at night. It's like he knows he sticks out. You rarely, if you catch him, he's mostly up high up on top of the rocks. And I caught him 3 or 4 times up on top of them rocks looking down on me. But he's big. He's like the abominable snowman, and he's white, solid white. White one is a female. Maybe they definitely got a big chest on him. If that means anything. Up in Bigfoot land, he was in my last video. I seen the pictures on my Facebook page of him in there. He was following me, and he rarely does that. He don't never do that. I don't think it's him that always follows me, but they always pick up when I'm in that area around Bigfoot land, Moy land, the cave area. They pick up on me real fast and they follow me. They follow me the whole time, the whole way through there. And everybody I've ever brought out there, non-believers, believers, they all left like, what the F? I'm not coming back here. How do you go through this? How do you actually walk through here without running? I mean, after so many times of going through that, it's like you know what they're going to do, you know what they're up to, and it gets to a point you build a tolerance to it. But it took me a long time to get that tolerance to actually let them follow me and know that they're following me and still continue to tell you guys what's going on, show you guys the structures. It gets intense at points. Thanks, Lynn. That means a lot. I think so too, Paradox. I got that same feeling because I'm always face to face with the paranormal world when I'm out there with the Bigfoot world. It's definitely they coincide with each other for sure. For sure. You haven't seen y'all together since Mike's graduation. And Mike and Jeff is scared to death go to the woods. Have I heard about Thunderbirds? Yeah, that's where Kaka came from. That thing, there was a Thunderbird flew over top of us. In 2000 pterodactyl. I mean, it sounds like one. It sounds just like a pterodactyl. And guys, that just reminded me of something. Something happened to this week, and I wasn't even going to say nothing. I wasn't going to tell nobody, and I haven't told. I think I told one person at work. I told one of the drivers at work what happened, but it was like Tuesday or Wednesday. I got up. It was about going on midnight, right? And it was I got the view over my whole town. I could see everything over the whole town. I'm up on the third floor with the balcony, and I could see it all. And that morning, it was foggy out. It was completely white, and I could see a street light out in the distance. So I came out, I went out on the porch to see how cold it was and how I needed to dress for work. And as I was out there leaning on the banister, it was pretty warm, and I was just looking at the fog. I thought the fog looked pretty cool. So I felt the temperature. I stayed there maybe a minute, and I turned around to head in the house. And for some reason, I like looked back for one last look. I have no reason why I did it, but when I looked at that light, what at first I thought was like a hang glider glide down and wrap around the light and come back around. And that's what I thought it was. It even the tail even looked like a hang glider. It came up into a point in the back, but it came around and circled around again. And I turned around and I seen it go under the light the second time. I said, "That's an effing dragon. I'm seeing the effing dragon." So I turn around and I walk into the house and shut the door. It's like, am I high? Am I still asleep? I just seen a dragon, and I just like wrote it off like I'm not even awake yet. So I come back in here and I sat down, and it was like on my mind that I just seen a dragon outside in the fog. It looped around the light. It twice. I seen it the first time. It looked like a glider swooping down, but when it made that second trip, I seen it. It's like, that's a dragon. I just seen a dragon. It's like, wow. But I haven't told anybody just because of the story, just because of what I seen. But that's just real, man. It was Tuesday or Wednesday, and this thing was huge. It was big. Bat. It had to be a human-sized bat. It like what's that movie where he comes every 23 years? Some shit like that. It's I don't know what it was. When I look back, it was flying under the light twice. And I walked right back into the house like I'm seeing shit. I just didn't see this. I really just didn't see this. It freaked me out for a second. And I really seen it. That's the crazy part. Dragons are returning also as extraordinary and impossible as it. That's what I'm saying, Paradox. I didn't even tell nobody. I told one person, one driver at work, and he looked at me like I was crazy. So I was like, yeah, I ain't gonna tell too many more people about this shit. And here I am. I'm telling all you guys. It's like, but I've really seen some crazy shit flying under that light. I don't know what it was, and it's something I never seen before. What did you see in that cave? You're gonna have to go back into about 3 minutes into the video and check it out. I said it like 6 times already. Robin Hood himself. But it just save you some rewinding. I seen some when I heard it say we'll just leave or just get out, I looked over and the dirt mound fell over and I seen eyes and I hauled ass out of there. Making a illusion. A what? Hallelujah. Making a hallelujah. Thanks, man. I have no fruit. I'm in Pennsylvania. There's no fruit bats or anything like that. There's fruit bats in the Amazon and shit. We don't got nothing like that at all. Yeah, Jeepers Creepers. That's what it reminded me of. Jeepers Creepers, the way it swooped down, but it had a long tail with it looked like a plane tail, like a glider, hang glider. That's what I thought it was the first trip around, but it looped back around the light and came back under the light. And oh shit, that's a dragon. I'm seeing a dragon. I walked in the house and I was like, you ain't just see that shit. You're hallucinating, man. The hell are you smoking? That's what I said paying for. It's like, this is nuts. But I just wrote it off like I'm losing my mind pretty much. I was like, damn, this job really is getting to me. There's bats in Carnival. There's bats everywhere, but not fruit bats. Fruit bat gets as big as me. They get 6 foot wingspan and shit. We don't have them. How big do I suppose it was? The size of a hang glider, exact size of a hang glider. I really thought it was a hang glider. That was a cool movie. I like all the Jeepers Creepers, but it was some crazy shit. It had an ancient tale. 3-toed hang glider, right? You've been dreaming about dragons for months. That's crazy. Right then, bats ain't got tails. This was a long tail with that big ass point at the end of it, like a triangle. It came back and it was a triangle. That's what made me think that it was a hang glider when it swooped around the light. It was like a triangle pointing upward in the back of his tail. But when he flapped his wings that second time around, that's when I said, damn, you're losing your mind, man. You just go in the house. Go back to bed, actually. Call off. We have fruit bats. My first pet boat was a fruit bat. Oh, fox bats. You're right about that. Them fox bats get big as shit. And that's a new creature that I've never even heard of except for like the last 5 years. Them fox bats. You're right. Small bitch off turds. That's funny. No, definitely not. This thing had a long tail, and it was the size of a hang glider. It definitely wasn't. It was a living creature, whatever it was, something I never seen before. It's new to me. Cleaner smile. Messengers telling me I need to clean my teeth. That's messed up. I don't want no dragons, especially if they go by the legends and throw fire and shit. I mean, it wasn't throwing no fire out there, but could you imagine? It was just flying out there when I seen it. It flew around twice. It's been an interesting week. I really gotta say, it's been a bone burner of a week, but educational at the same time and challenging. Very, very, very challenging. A pitchfork tail. Nah, it wasn't a pitchfork tail. It was a long. I couldn't tell you how long. It was very long, and at the very end, it had a triangle pointing upward. That's why when it first swooped around, I thought it was a glider. But the second swoop around, it flapped its wings and wait a minute, something ain't right here, and it was swooping up, back up when it flapped its wings and made that arch right back around the second time. Arrow shaped tail. But yep, yep. That's exactly best way. Yep, good. That's the best description right there. The arrow shape. That'd be great. Having a pet dragon, that'd be great. But I'm not trying to get my ass tore up by no dragon. And it was right there over top of Connellsville, flying in the fog. It came down under that light. That's crazy. It's like a movie. It's like I was standing there watching a movie in real life. Right, Ruckus? But apparently not enough seeing shit like that. Yeah, I thought about that too. When I was sitting here in the office, Mom, I swear I was thinking about that. If it's a Mothman making it crossed my mind. I swear that crossed my mind. Like, there's always something bad when the Mothman shows up, and that thing's swooping over top of Cornerville. That shit really crossed my mind. Pay it forward. Only a few are evil. I don't know nothing about dragons and dungeons and shit. That was new to me. That was all new. It wasn't a bat. Bats ain't got tails, and bats are not that big. Big as a hang glider. It's definitely a bat is out the question. By any means, it was not a the long neck, the long tail, and the big bulky body. It's not a bat. Bat never crossed my mind when I seen it. CBD. CBD oil works, man. It works great on muscles and backs. Back pains, man. What the hell is going on with this shit? You've been studying them for months. Hey, it's hard. They're coming into our dimension because of CERN. CERN did a lot of shit. They played rogue science on that, and I don't mind saying that they did that shit. I thought rogue science was illegal, and they're getting away with it full fledged. So that leads me to believe something is going on for them to play rogue science and do some crazy shit like that. They shouldn't be doing creating a God particle, crashing the man. Why would they do that? Why? That's rogue science, and it's taking a chance of wiping out humanity. Why would you take that chance? I don't understand that. I mean, I see changes all the time. There was we just talking, me and Cheese was just talking about that today, the Mandela effect. Remember, maybe some of you older cats will remember, but remember the Mountain Dew bottles that had the green plastic cover on the bottom of them, on the bottom of a 2 liter bottle? I remember when I was a kid in school, we used to pull the plastic off the bottom of the 2 liter, fill it up with dirt, and then cut the 2 liter in half and turn it over and put it over top and made like a little greenhouse thing with it. Well, they never existed. They never existed. The little plastic thing on the bottom of the 2 liter bottle, it never existed. Mandela will make you go crazy. The more you get into that shit, it's nuts, man. It's nuts. I seen shit change overnight. I had the Jiffy peanut butter change in my cupboard. I had one in my cupboard that was Jiffy. I bought it as Jiffy, and when I seen the Mandela shit, like, wait, I got it in my cupboard. I went in there, it was Jif. It's like, I ate Jiffy my whole life. How did that shit change? I mean, I thought I was losing my mind, man, on some Mandela effect. Advanced Auto and AutoZone, their colors are different. The colors of the letters used to be the background, and the background used to be the colors of the letters, and they switched. I mean, there's a lot of shit when it comes down to that Mandela effect. We can sit for days on that shit talking about it, and I hate getting started on it because you start getting into places that you shouldn't be. But with that being said, guys, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here for the night. Holographic universe. I mean, who knows, man? Who knows? Right, Mindy? Right? That's what I was trying to say. I know that they was real. I know that the plastic was on the bottom of the 2 liter bottles, but they never existed. Google them. Look for 2 liter bottles with plastic caps or 90s 2 liter bottles or whatever. Try to find one. You should Google me a picture. Send me a picture if you do find one. Google me a picture. Send me a picture if you do find one, but you're not going to find one. But with that being said, guys, when I see the team get stronger, definitely hit the PayPal up in the bottom. You don't have to, but it is appreciated. I'm gonna get out of here, get ready for tomorrow morning, because as soon as the sun comes up, I'll be in the woods. I'll definitely be out there this week, guys. That's a promise. Blaze out. That's what's up. But stay tuned for this next crazy ass adventure, Bigfoot World. And thanks for hanging out with me tonight. It definitely meant a lot, and I had a good time. Hope you guys did as well. Stay tuned for this next one, guys.